Hi there, welcome to Celebrating Culture. I'm here today with the Honorary Consul of Italy, Frank Maselli. Frank, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Welcome to the American Italian Cultural Center.
Frank, you've been doing so much in the last 3 years, but I know it goes back further, but the 3 years we've seen this wall go up, the piazza's being renovated. Tell us what's going on with the club.
It took us a while to get started once I kind of moved in here 8 years ago. But now we have a lot of things going on. Let's go with the basic things. Okay, we teach Italian language. We teach about 300 people a year. Italian,
there's some great friends that have been taking it before their trips, and you got a lot of trips to Italy.
We sponsor trips to Italy, and just as a little added attraction, when you sign up for a trip, we give you, I think, up to 4 free Italian lessons. You know, they're called traveler lessons. So you can come in here and take 4 lessons in Italian before you go.
Alessandro does a great job with it.
Yeah, oh, he's the best. We are now very active and proficient in assisting people in becoming dual Italian citizens.
What is that?
Depending on which ancestor came from Italy, as long as that ancestor did not become an American citizen before the next generation was born, then everyone below is eligible to become a dual Italian citizen. They actually become a citizen of Italy and the EU, and the whole EU.
A big thing you've been putting on, I mean, you took the piazza and started having events, the opera in the piazza, the Christmas thing, so you've had a lot of parties, Taste of Italy,
right.
Which brings the restaurants in and lets people realize what Creole Sicilian food is.
That's right. Here inside the building we have lectures. I'd say once or twice a month we have a lecture, a movie, you know, all Italian American related.
We're always that Taste of Italy. It was packed that night.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
You had a great band. You had all the food. I know, like Andrea was here. You had 2 Tonys.
Oh, we had like 30. We had 30 different booths. Kind of like a little Italian festival, and then we had music, and we had music, and we had all kind of different things going on.
But you also do in January, and your dad started this, the sports banquet.
I think this is our 33rd coming up in January. It's the Louisiana American Italian Sports Hall of Fame Gala, because we have a Louisiana American Italian Sports Hall of Fame upstairs, where we've already inducted like 100 Italian Americans from around Louisiana. From Willie Pastrano, who was a great world champion.
String bean for racing.
Yeah, we've had like great high school athletes, great college athletes, great professional athletes.
You have regulars now that come in from around the country, it seems.
Yeah, we
Chicago,
have some pretty
LA.
good. Dean Martin's daughter, we've gotten to be real close with. She comes every year because they like it. It's like a vacation for them. She always sings a few songs. She's a great singer. She sings all over the country.
The driver of Indy?
Oh yeah, we had the winner of the Indianapolis 500 from just 2 years ago. We just had Franco Harris, this past year. I mean, we had Tommy Lasorda, we've had Joe Torre.
This year, you dedicated a statue at the cathedral.
The statue was created by Franco Alessandrini, our kind of go-to artist, who also did the Monument for the Immigrants and has done statues all over the world, really. And so we had it made in Tuscany, blessed by Pope Francis in St. Peter's Square back in November. And then it was installed in front of St. Louis Cathedral for anybody who wants to go see it. St. Pope John Paul II visited 30 years ago. So we did it kind of in his honor to celebrate the city's 300th anniversary. We have a nice museum of Italian-American artifacts, but we're going to have a whole new museum in about a year or less. It's all been redesigned. They're designing the exhibits now. It's going to go from being an artifact museum where you just see things to a narrative museum where it tells you a story. We're going to tell the story of the Italian immigrants.
Beautiful.
Why they left Sicily, what was going on in Sicily, why they left, how they got here, when they got here, what did they do, where did they go, and then on, and what are they doing now? This took a year and a half to do. This is, of course, we're highlighting Louis Prima and Nick LaRocca, who are our 2 most famous, say, Italian-American jazz musicians. But on this wall here, we have a list of 250 Italian-American musicians going back to the 1800s. And there's actually was a lot more, but we just narrowed it down to 250.
Wow. I think most people don't realize the influence of Italians in jazz.
Oh, yeah.
Like Nick was the first one to sell 1 million songs with Ty.
Well, he made the first jazz recording, the commercial jazz recording, the Livery Stable Blues, back in 1917. He formed the first jazz band, the original Dixieland Jazz Band. I have to say, they were playing the music, but it hadn't been formalized. I think he kind of brought it together, made it into a real genre of music. I mean, he was right at the early stages of it becoming a real genre.
It was unbelievable
of music.
what he did. Yeah, he toured New York to Chicago. He was big with making.
Oh yeah, he was big for a long time.
And then obviously Louis Prima came along and went to Las Vegas. Actually, I'm hearing now that he really was the first person to make Vegas happen, that it was dying.
Yeah, that's right.
And he was the guy that
Louis Prima was the
energy.
biggest entertainer in the country back at one point here. And
So
he was
somebody-
a fabulous entertainer.
And when somebody's in town, they can come here, they can see the
Sure.
exhibits, and also they can do some of their own ancestry research. You guys help with
Well,
some of that?
we have our library out in Metairie, and we have a genealogist out there, Sal Serio. So he holds genealogy classes out there actually. But they could go out there and see him at the East Bank Jefferson Parish Regional Library.
So if somebody wants to find you guys, what's the website?
AmericanItalianCulturalCenter.com, and we're located at 537 South Peter Street.
Frank, I want to thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for coming by, Charles.
It's amazing what you've gotten done. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more of Celebrating Culture. Ciao.
Arrivederci.